Hey everybody, how are y'all? I like the bubbles. Hey everybody. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? Let me get this music turned down. It's actually louder in my headphones than it is to y'all. And to prove that, watch this. Okay. Now it's more of a reasonable volume. How's everybody doing tonight? I wanted to get on here and complain about everything. I'm just kidding. We're here to hang out. Hey, Sarah the Fawn, Elliot, Kim, Steven, Lost Soul, sign up to be a cadet, helping grow the channel as well as this right here. It's been going on for like the next 200 days or until we hit the mark, if we ever hit the mark. If you want to know how to do it, well, just ask one of the moderators. But I want to talk about, well, everything in the game. Duh. Literally everything. As I went through my dailies tonight, and I've got to do all these events because obviously we've got the big event, which is the Battle Pass. But also got the ISS Jelly event. I'm sitting here going, should I even try? What should I do here? Constantly monitoring this, fifth place. I need fifth to get my ISS Jelly skin if I can afford to do it. I really don't know if I can. So I'm because that's over. Basically, I need to spend 6,000 on comments. So I'm sitting here going, we'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days, y'all. I don't know how it's been for y'all, but it has been weird for me to the point where, and I think I said this before, like I felt like I had to reach out to the dev team and go, yo, did something happen with the rates? Did something happen? Because I feel like they're bad. So, hey, Colonel Fusion, how you doing? I'll be actually on Server 50's Discord next Sunday night. We have a live on Server 50's Discord, so that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you'll be there, Colonel Fusion. Hopefully. Because y'all just got 39 plus, so I know y'all need the big dog to come in and be like, yo, here's what's up. Here's what you do. Listen to Rev. You be all good. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Kim, how are you doing as well? Hey, Kim says what I've been feeling. Refinery rates suck. Ops 39 and seems worse the last few weeks. And that was my feeling too. That was like the entire premise of me making the video today, be going like, yeah, it is definitely worse. It's got to be worse. It feels terrible. It feels terrible. And by the way, those who wonder, because I saw Men just shot me a message that was up there. Yeah, somebody hit my base yesterday as I was doing, I didn't get raided because I still got all my resources, but they hit my base as I was out actually hitting other people. So, isn't that how that goes? Hey, Jeff, how you doing? We need to skip to a little bit more upbeat. What is it with all the like down songs? I need upbeat. Happy, Pepe, Pape. Hey, Alexander, good to see you as well over on the Facebook side of things. Good to see Facebook representing here tonight on a Sunday night. So, yeah, I got to fast forward this. I got to get my discovery out. And then we got to go out with the discovery and do some, well, we got to finish that mission, which is always slow to respond for me. Every time I do this thing, every time there's a delay. And I have to basically reboot my game to get it to show the right stats for me. We pull out my discovery. Yes, it's tier 4. Yes, it's pathetic. I know. Y'all can say it all day. I hear you. It's terrible. I need to stop slacking on my discovery. Y'all can just continue to throw hate at me. It's well-deserved hate. I'm not saying it's not. But it is what it is. Hey, Victor. How are you? All right, so we need to get Talon in here. Group. Talon swap. Bam. And now we can fly out and do that. And then when we get back, we actually need to do our SMS so that we can get more of our officer shards and more neutronium. It says, any idea why I might be having crashing issues on Android? Worked fine up until 2 weeks ago. There's so many variables that go into that, like what type of Android you have, what's your device, what OS are you running, have you updated recently, have you updated the game recently, have you cleared out your cache? There's a lot that goes into that. So short answer, no, I don't know what's causing that. I have not had any problems on my devices, whether it's the Samsung S9 or the S21, which we just picked up, because I don't know if y'all saw this. Samsung was running a deal at AT&T. I turned in an old S8 that I just had laying around from years ago, and I got the S21 for free on my contract. So, new phone. Dope. Whoops, I accidentally just tried to start open a game that we're not playing right now. Mountain Blade 2, Bannerlord. Great game, but that's not what we're playing right now. We're playing Star Trek Fleet Command. All right, so I'm going to lazily warp in here. Also, I need to start a building. But first, I need to make sure I've got my Romulan set. Territory fixes coming. Define territory fixes. And if you're talking about lag, and man, it's almost an ad nauseum thing. I repeat this every time. It's different for every server. Some servers have lag, some servers don't. Some players have lag on some servers, and on the same server, other players don't. It's not as simple as fixed territories. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't get everything fixed. I'm just saying that the answer for what the fix is not simple. DL, I'm currently not in the Discord. Might get in it later, but currently not in it right now. Might jump in. We'll see. I kind of want to have... Here's the thing about the live chat. I love the live Discord. At times, though, it just becomes everybody arguing and talking over each other, and y'all are here to talk to me and ask questions, not to hear bicker banter about random things. And it's gotten really bicker banter lately. So we'll stream a couple times without it. Maybe towards the end of this stream, we'll jump in it. That way, everybody who had a question got theirs answered, and people can kind of just talk. But that's been getting too much in the way. That's been getting too much in the way lately. So we're going to put that on a little short hiatus as we try to answer any questions that you might have about the game while I play. So, yeah. It also says, do you think it's worth spending resources to upgrade the jelly or save for the Valdor? Definitely the jelly. The jelly, even with the repair reductions, is still your main hostile grinder if you're going into the 40s. It's the cheapest to repair by far. So I would still be putting resources into that. So we'll go ahead and get this dock. Look at this, yummy. 133 million parts steel down the drain. Bye-bye. Upgrade the dock. So now we need to put our ships out. So I'm going to go put an ore ship out, which is my Antares. Don't ask why I'm using that instead of the Valkeys. Answer, I'm lazy. And we're going to send it here. There's usually an open node right there. And then we're going to go do some mining for isogen down here. We'll actually do 2-star right now. While we're here, we'll collect at the same time. Our territory, get our phantom particle for the day. Sorry, I promise I'm paying attention. Yes, John, I can see your text. I can see your text. And share this out with your friends, your family, your baby mama, baby daddy. Share it out with everybody so we can get as many people and their questions answered tonight. That's the plan. That's the plan. Let's see. Kiss says, at what level is the Latinum event that gives lots of lat? 38 or 39? Level 39. Level 39. It's actually how I'm sitting at almost 200,000 right now, is because of that event. That's the only reason I'm even near this amount of Latinum, is because I have not been spending my lat, and it's been going straight into that. All right, so let's go get another 29. Uh-oh. Daniel says, I stepped back and joined an alliance without territory because I just don't enjoy it as of right now. That's completely fair. If it wasn't for the particles, territory would be a big inconvenience for me because I want the particles, and those are a big part of my gameplay and everything. It's still important for me to be in an alliance. Our alliance only holds one territory, and we don't fight for heavies. What we do is we bounce around. So we'll sit on one territory type for 3 or 4 weeks, and then we'll cut it and go to the next territory and do it that way. It's definitely best to be in a bigger alliance that has all of them. I just don't feel like dealing with all the hassle and the mess and the annoyance, and I just don't want to deal with it. Just to be completely honest, I don't want to deal. So I'm not. That's what I'm choosing to do. Oh man. Y'all ever feel like that though? Like the game just is not worth the effort? Sometimes things aren't worth the effort. Hey Sean Day, how you doing? I'm streaming twice on YouTube. How does that work? How does that work? Let me check my YouTube. How am I streaming twice? That's weird. Now I have to go to my channel and look at this. Oh, wow, it is streaming twice. There's a stream called starting on a new server, back to basics, and then there's this one. New server. That's weird. Why are there 2 streams? This is weird. Okay. I see Daryl, Dennis, Professional Data, Hamish, I Eat Sand, all of y'all on the other one. I'm going to see if I can end that. I don't know how there's 2. How am I streaming 2 times? There's even some good questions on the second stream. What the heck is going on, Batman? I promise it's not some ploy to get extra ad money. I don't know what the heck this is. All right, let me check. I think I might know what it is. Let's see. Okay, so for whatever reason, all right, here's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to turn one of them off, okay? If it blows up everything, send help, okay? Send help. I'm going to try to turn one off without turning the other off. I don't know how that's gonna go. This is weird. Hey Sasquatch, how you doing? Content. It's a clone. Yeah, that's what it is. It's exactly what it is. This is really confusing. I don't think this ever happened to me before in my life. It's like having 2 at the same time. I'm going to stop right there. All right, so I hit end stream on this one. Dismiss. Is this other one still up though? Is this okay? One stream should be down. Is the other one still up? Somebody please help. Is this still up? Is this one still? Okay. Wait. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Okay. I'm assuming y'all are there because it still says it's live. Okay. We should all be here. Sweet. Yes. No. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the original plan stream. And if you were part of the other stream, welcome back. Thank you so much for the double loyalty. That's kind of, I don't know. Apparently YouTube decided that it wanted to be Scopely for a day and screw everything up. So welcome. That was fantastic. Yay. Woohoo. I'm going to, just for confusion's sake, I'm actually going to turn off that other one. I'm going to unlist it. So now nobody has to worry about it ever being seen again. Thank you, Colonel Fusion. Thank you, Scott. I was honestly, not to sound weird, I was honestly wondering where everybody was because here on the main stream, there was only like 99 people. And I'm not trying to sound conceited, but usually when y'all come in, there's 150, 200. So when there's only 90, I'm like, what the heck's going on? And then y'all were like, well, there's 2 streams. I'm like, oh, that would make sense. And if you had a question on the other stream, please feel free to shoot that question here now, and we will we'll start bashing the overlords. Tip of the tank. What's up, buddy? How are you? I haven't seen you in a coon's age. How you been? How the family and them? Why have you not made sweet, sweet love to me lately? I haven't seen you in Discord in forever. Greg says, now that DuPont has been added to the store, do you recommend getting him? So, y'all are going to be excited about this, I hope. Tomorrow, on this channel, will be a video breaking down and describing my recommendations for everything in the event store. What you should go after, why you should do it, the values of it, and what I think is best for you. So tomorrow's video, I will cover all of this junk. All of it. All of it. All of it. Quick little preview. Yes, I would say it is important to look at these officers. Important to look at them. I'll tell you how much I'm willing to go in a bit. All right, John, that makes more sense while you were asking now. That totally makes sense. And hey, Josh Rambo on Facebook. Hello, Alexander. Any clue if the 3 particles in territory are going to move? That is the plan to eventually happen. But that plan has been tabled for now with other things going on. It was supposed to have happened already. And what they did is they decided that other things were more important. So it got tabled. I don't know when it's going to happen. Right now, we've got the battle pass. We've got server merges. A lot going on right now. So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Hopefully it plays out okay. At what tier does the Enterprise become better than Spock? Almost immediately. I would say the highest tier you can argue putting Spock on an Enterprise is tier 3. That's the highest you can make the argument. I honestly believe that you could kind of do away with it almost at tier 1. But yeah, you could do it up to tier 3 and it'd still be useful. Paul said he broke down and bought used neutronium to buy a bunch of par steel. Ooh, well, I will go over in a video tomorrow why I would not do that. But you'll see why in a minute. You'll see why when we do the video. Not that I'm hating on your choice. I'm just telling you that's not what I would have done, but that's okay. We all have are all funny rules. You've got yours, and baby, I've got mine too. Old Kirk or new Kirk on the end? Okay, that's such a confusing question because is new Kirk the Kelvin Kirk or is new Kirk the TOS Kirk who would also be the old Kirk because he's from the 60s? TOS Kirk is my answer. Yes, Rev says buy frames. All the frames. Nothing but frames and avatars. That's all you should buy. That's all you should buy. By the way, if you think I would really suggest that, unfollow the channel now. Lucas says, where's the Klingon hat? Can I be honest? The Klingon hat is just getting really dingy and old. I've had it for a year and a half. I've worn it for forever. And honestly, it's just kind of, it's done. If y'all would like me to continue to wear a Klingon hat, I can tell you where I got it and y'all can buy it for me and buy me a new one. If you want, no pressure. Not telling you to do it. I'm just saying that the old one has just gotten dingy. I wore it for almost 2 years on the stream a lot. And when you've got 3 bright photography lights and everything lighting up an entire stream room, I'm not going to lie. A little bit of that head sweat happens. A little bit of head sweat happens. So Sasquatch says, I have a question. Why in the world would they leave us hanging on TOS Scotty in the Battle Pass? Explain what you mean. Hey, Gene Wolf, how you doing, buddy? How are you today? Hopefully you're doing fantastic. I hope you're looking as good as you are because you're a damn good-looking man. Damn good-looking man. How you doing this evening? Jace says, do you think that Scopely would have auto hunt in Swarm and Borg space? Nope. That would be fantastic, but nope. But yes, That would be fantastic. Omar says, I want a Klingon hat. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post the link to my wish list. I'm not telling people to buy from it. But if you want to see what the hat looks like and where it is on Amazon, then you just click the link. If you want to buy it for me, you can. Not telling people to, because I know some people get really finicky about that. And I'm not saying be finicky. Also, it says it needs 2. It does. Hold on, I got to make a note here because for some reason it says that I want 2 of them, and I'm not saying that at all. Okay, so here is my Amazon list, and at the top of it is the hat. Please, I don't need 15 hats from everybody. But if y'all just want to see what the hat looks like and where to get it, it's on the top of the Amazon wish list. It's at the very top. If y'all want to get the hat, there it is. Y'all can get it for yourself. Enjoy the Klingon hat. Enjoy it. Enjoy. It's good. Yeah. All right. Let's see what other questions that we have here as we need to finish killing our things so we can get our... Shout out to Demas. I see you renewing that subscription to the YouTube channel, helping keeping us popping, keeping us living and living and jiving. Thank you so much. Gene says would need 2. Hey, it is a dope hat. It's clean. I like it when they're only like one color with like real simple logo. I think it's really clean. People recognize it like when you go to Walmart. I just got called an Amazon shill. Sure. A little bit, I guess. It's the only place I know that has the hat. Robert says I went to look what are booster packs. So booster packs that are on my wish list are to the Star Trek customizable card game that I've been playing. That is basically Magic the Gathering and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but Star Trek. And that's just something that me and the family have gotten into. And then I'm trying to get my local card shop into playing. So I have those on my wish list because I want them and because I like to collect things. Star Trek. So Sean says, I'm tempted to spend the rest on Ultra Recruit tokens. Now I have the Augur and all the crews, but I'll wait. Be patient. Let the video come out tomorrow and then decide. Paul, thank you for being a cadet once again. Thank you. Y'all are so kind with all these just sign-ups and everything. I will say, if you want to donate to the house fund, I'm only saying this because people are signed up to be a cadet. If you want to help this bar move to the right, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, every donation of $20 or more literally gets your name written on the wall of the house. There's going to be a wall in the house of your name. It's going to have everybody's name that donated $20 or more. So if you want to do that, help us out, and you'll be on the wall. The Wall of Fame. Some random house in Louisiana that you might never visit will have your name on it. And possibly your face. Buckaroo says, we have a purge on our server on the 1st and 15th. What do you think about everybody doing that? Buckaroo, love it. I love it. I understand that it's not for everybody. Not everybody likes that constant war and fighting, and I really like that. I think the game is a PvP game, and that helps give a little bit more oomph to the PvP in it. I get that not everybody has the time for that, though. Todd, Scopely actually does remove abandoned stations, but there's a very long process. What they do first is they move them until level 1 systems, and then after several months, they'll actually remove the accounts, but it takes a long time. Omar, exactly. The bigger the donation, the bigger the text font. So, like, I have a list of the people who've donated the most, and they will have the biggest font. And, yeah, I'm just saying, if you want to be big, bad, and, like, if you want to own partly the house, well, you could do that. Yeah. Demas says, I used to play Star Trek CCG when I was younger. I used to have the Future Enterprise. That is a great ship. It's actually a very fun, fantastic ship. And Rue says, I've not been to Louisiana pre-COVID. Well, hopefully things start clearing up here. We can all start traveling the world and seeing each other. And, you know, you can visit that mistress that you have over in Ontario, Canada for the first time in 2 years. Hopefully that'll happen. I say hopefully that will happen for you. Jamie the Cadet is joining the membership on YouTube. So YouTube offers memberships that you can join. It gives YouTube money and it gives me money. I'm not telling everybody to sign up for it, but if you do, thank you very much for supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. But that's how you get the green name and the fancy text and all that. And yes, Kavanaugh, you did catch me on a 0 node. Yeah, you were trying to kill me. I know. You wanted to off me, and it's fine. Why did I miss the refinery? Oh no, we're going to talk about the refinery all night. All night. Specifically, I want to talk about the refinery for Discovery. This is the one that I went to them and I said, look, be honest with me. I even lied a little bit. Okay, I didn't lie. But I said, look, I won't even put you on blast. Just be honest. Did you nerf the Discovery refinery rate when you brought in the new packs? You notice there's a new pack right now with Lorca in it. And I was like, just be honest with me. Tell me yes or no. And they swear up and down they did not. However, I will say this, and this on my screen is a perfect example of why I came to them with this question. Look at this. Never, ever, 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 ever have I got 19 Discovery Recruit tokens. Ever. And I just did a 6 pull. I've never gotten this few recruit tokens until they brought in Lorca. I used to get a minimum of 60 to 110 every single time, and I did it for months. And now I'm getting 19 and 21. Yeah, Dark Lord, I know Lorca's gone, but the point I was making was I wasn't getting these crappy rates until this didn't happen. This never ever happened to me when I did a 6 pull until the Lorca thing happened. And now I'm getting terrible rates. Terrible. But my max pool used to give me a minimum of 60. Now it's giving me like 19. So that's why I'm having my little fuss. And that's why I went to the devs. I'm like, just be honest and tell me that you did it. And now we've got the regular one back, which is going to last for, holy crap. I didn't even check the timer. Let's do the math right now. Wow, 4.5 years. Hey, so if you need discoveries, don't worry. 4.5 years left on that timer. We're good. It's going to be there quite a while. But yeah, that was frustrating for me because when that happened, my rates just plummeted. And maybe it's coincidence. Maybe it's RNG. But I've been consistently getting bad RNG on that refinery lately. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining and I'm in the wrong. But it doesn't feel like I'm in the wrong. It doesn't feel like it. I feel like I've been screwed. Anyway, continue to blast on the refinery and we'll continue to talk about it. Because that's what we do. Sometimes we just need a vent session. Sometimes we need to do that. The last is you criticized Scopely and some dev was like 10-1. Whoa. I see what you do. You talked to Binary. You almost got too nerdy for the nerdy club there. Even us nerds were like, wait, what? And then, oh. You almost got me. I was like, I don't know what was going on. That was a little crazy. Crazy. Freaker says, what exactly do I need to upgrade to allow my other ships to jump utilizing Discovery? Okay, so there's actually a research. So if you come into your interior, and we're going to go into our research tree as soon as the game loads. Here we go. So you're going to go into your research tree, and then you're going to go into the Galaxy tab. So this one right here. And then scrolly. There is a USS Discovery summoning research. It requires you to get R&D 30. So you have to be level 30. Impulse speed 3 upgrade, and then mycelium 10, which I see I'm at 5. And then when you unlock this, you can summon ships with the Discovery. I did a video on it. Check out that video from a few months ago to show how to use the Discovery and what it looks like and everything for the summoning. But you have to complete the research, and when you do that, you'll get the option to summon ships. Tuan, I usually don't bother with repairing my base because I'm stingy for the trit, but I might just for you. Maybe. Daniel says he feels like the rare Armada chest has dropped off. I haven't pulled a rare Armada chest in a while, and I don't have enough to pull one right now. So maybe we'll have to run some rares and test that tonight, maybe? Y'all want to test that during the stream? We could probably do that. I do need to get my relocation token, though. Yeah, no problem, Freakish. That's what I'm here for. If I'm not helping you, who's helping you? It's my job to help you. Also, we gotta give a shout out to 2 people who just made a donation to the house fund. So I'm actually going to go update the house fund, and then we'll put that up on the screen. You'll see it pop up here. And then I'll give you the names for the wonderful people. First one we've got is Sergeant Eric. Thank you, sir. thank you for your donation. I'm going to put your game name that you provided, the Crippled Old Biker. So not only did you serve, which thank you for your service, but you're also helping out small-time business. And that means you're a really good person. And then also give a shout out to Jamie. Jamie, thank you for your donation. Also helping with the house fund. Your name will be immortalized on the wall. It will. Believe it or not, this is actually happening. You're going to be on the wall. I don't know how you feel about that, but you're going to be on the wall. There we go. Had to put it into my list and everything. Don says, hey, 1 day, 17 hours till Enterprise is done building. Should I speed up or wait and hope for an event? Be patient. Trust me, that Enterprise is going to smack you in the face as soon as you're done building it with repair cost and build cost. Don't be in a hurry to get slowed down. I'll just put it that way. Don't be in a hurry to be slowed down. Thank you, Tuan. I appreciate you signing up, and now that you did that, I guess I do have to go repair my base. You have demanded it, so it must be done. It must be done. Jamie says, I've spent many a time on a wall. I'll take that. There you go. Well, I don't know. This might be the wrong chat for that, Jamie. We might need to join Twitch for what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but I feel like it's a Twitch conversation. It's okay. We still love you, but remember, we're on YouTube. Happy Sunday, Mike. Dragon says, I cried when I tried to fast level my Enterprise. Yeah, if you've not, like, really, even if you're used to 3-star, when you get to the Enterprise, it is a whole new world out there. Way different. It is way different. Will says, how does the wife feel about this wall? I'll be honest, the wife loves the wall idea as long as it results in us actually getting a house. I'll be honest, that's all she cares about. If it leads to the kids having a house, because the one that we're currently in is just really, really bad, she doesn't care. And I will do whatever. Like if somebody drops $1,000 and says, put my big old face on it, they get their big old face on it. And it'll be in the front of the house too. We're not hiding it away like the back of the game room. This is going to be like you walk into the doorway, bam, wall out there. So we're going to stream in front of it and everything. People are going to know that y'all are the best community in the world. Better than any other YouTubers got. Does DJ Aoki work in Armadas? No, DJ Aoki. So Demas, and not to make you just go watch all the videos that I've made, but I did a video talking about the officers that do not work in Armadas. DJ Aoki is one of them. His ability was deactivated versus Armadas. So you cannot use him versus them, which sucks because honestly, DJ Aoki is a great card, just like Zal. It makes no sense that Zal works and DJ Aoki does not, but that's how it is. Omar says, might take you up on that. I'm not kidding, Omar. If people donate ridiculous amounts, they get to make a demand about what goes on the wall. And if they want a fat head of their face just on my wall, they get it. I mean, it's just we're raising money here. That's how fundraisers work. If I've got to go run naked and dive into the bayou, well, that's what I'll do. I really don't want to do that, though, but we'll see. Anyway, Will says, what if I just bought you a house? Oh, Will, contact me. There are things that I'll do for you that I cannot say on YouTube. Let's just put it that way. Who's got game questions? Who's got game questions? Oh, man. We need to do this event. The Planet Killer. We need to do our Planet Killer. Paul says Rev puts the fun in fundraiser. And if you're really, really generous, I'll put the razor in fundraiser. Don't. Oh, these dad jokes are bad. These dad jokes are bad. Okay. Okay, so what's the... All right, y'all help me out real quick because my head's hurting from the math. What's the quickest way for me to do this? So I can just finish this Joker real quick. What's the quickest way? Harrison on the Enterprise is not very beneficial. I'm not a fan of Harrison on the Enterprise. Paul says, do you think that they will bring skins to the lower level ships like the 26 and 28s? That has been discussed. I cannot guarantee it's going to happen, but that has been discussed. So we just wait and see and hope and pray. But we'll wait, see. But that is something that's been discussed. So now we wait and now we see. Maybe. I love being cryptic sometimes. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing definite on that, at least not that I know of. If another content creator knows, cool. Does the territory capture cost reduction work for G4? So the TC cost reduction, are you talking about the repairs? If so, yes. What exactly are you talking about? Daryl says kill worms. Greg says armadas. Y'all need to make up your mind which one it is. Because this one is not the damage one. I think this is just the pure kill one. The damage one is easy. Yeah, this one you actually have to destroy them. So... and these points don't seem like a lot. There's the Doomsday Fissures. I just feel like this is the best way. Is it by using the following ships to receive damage? Oh, so that means we need Leslie. We need Leslie. Okay, here we go. My reading comprehension is 20 out of 20. Look at this. So we're going to go and take this and then bingo bango. We also need more health. We need more health officers. Let's borrow 5 of 10. Who else can we throw in here? Merrick, what you doing, girl? Still ain't 300% yet. Who else we got? We got any more health officers just laying around? Carol Marcus, you ain't doing anything. Get in here. There we go. 300%. So now we have as much hole as we can get. Daniel Taylor, thank you for signing up to be an Anson. An Anson. Wait, I didn't put Hadley on there, did I? I put Leslie. Yeah, I've got Leslie. Y'all don't scare me like that. Swear, I thought I put Hadley on there. All right, so now I need to go... what system should I go to? Let's see. Wrong one. We should go 43s maybe? Let's try Napier. Let's try Napier. Let's try that. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how Napier looks. Napier, I'm sorry. Level 35 Armada solo. That would work. I just don't think my alliance would let me do that. To be honest with you, I don't think they'd have to come bother me and be like, "Yo, let me get in on this." I'm like, "Dang it, man." All right, let's try this. Let's try it out. 8 minutes to get there, so I can answer some questions while we're doing it. Scott says, "Seemed like there's a gap from 39 to 42. What are your thoughts?" I put out a video about that yesterday. There is a gap between 39 and 42. Which is why I made the video I did about entering into the 40s with some tips and hints and things that are happening. So you are right, sir. Steven says that it really sucks when you don't have one of the listed ships. Well, thankfully, I have all the listed ships. But that's what 2.5 years of play will give you. Wildor says, Livis and Scotty on your auger for max hull? No, sir. Livis and Scotty are terrible. Never waste your time putting them on a ship. They should never be on a ship. Especially an epic 3-star. Wasting your time. Never do that. Never do that. DL says, why is Plunders of War event not active on all servers? I don't have the answer to that question. Where's the Borg faction? All right, Chris. I know you want the Borg faction, but... oof. Big oof. I would love the Borg faction too. It's just I feel like that would be really impossible. That was just oof. Rough. Op space sounds accurate, Andy. By the way, hey Andy Tate. I see you. I see you. Good to see you. Kisses. Good to see you. Victor says, I'm going to Ops 30. Should I rush to 31 and camp there or take my time? Yeah, so there's really no difference between the brackets that you'll be in, and you get more research if you just go ahead and go to 31. So remember, I've talked about this in videos. If you sit at an odd level, you're going to get most of the researches and stay in the same bracket. So if you are at 28, might as well go to 29. If you're at 30, might as well go to 31, etc., etc. So generally, you're going to stay in the same big brackets. Livis does work, but Livis works on base numbers. So you getting a base whole increase of like 10% means jack diddly kumquat. It's basically nothing. It's better to use my Leslie's. This is why I made the video about Leslie. Way more valuable than. Where is Livis? Here, I'll have to do it by group. So if you look at Livis's abilities. 40% of base, and that's at rank 3, still very meh. Very, very meh. That's why I did my health, though. That's why I got my health at 300%. That's far more important. And then with Leslie regenerating my hull, that'll do me far more than Scotty and Livis ever could. More than they ever could. Livis below deck if he's maxed. Use the officer tool that we created. Remember the officer tool video we made? Use that tool to determine what is going to be your best officer. So if I'll actually pull mine out. Now, don't get mad at me because I'm still on 1.31 and we've updated to 1.32. But let's see. Where's Livis? Livis. I'm trying to find Livis for y'all. Because we have so many officers now. There's Livis. His primary stat is health. However, he is the... I'm just trying to count. 3, 6. He's the 8th best health officer. So yes, he is good to put below decks, but he's not a primary. But he is the 8th best. OG seems to be camping at 14 for a while. I do that on multiple accounts. It's so worth it. So worth it. It's annoying to people when you're, level 14 and mining 3-star, but it's smart. As if you can do it, take advantage of it. How often are you updating your officer tool? Coulter, why is it a grind? No, it's I update mine basically every week if I've changed, but once I've got it set, it's really not that hard to update. It's if I change one officer, I just go in, click the new number, and it's there. And then I can transport it with the migration tool every time a new version comes out. So it's not that hard. We shoot for about once a month on the officer tool to have nice big updates come out. You can still use the old ones. You just might miss out on some of the new stuff. Like, for example, the new tool, and what I'll do is I'll flash on the screen for you real quick. I just want to show you. So like this is 1.31 and you see right here, this is Kirk Bones. 1.32 will actually show you the synergy up here of what's going on the bridge. 1.31 does not. I just haven't migrated it over. But the migration tab works perfect from me using it before. But that's my officer sheet. It's an extremely handy tool. Shout out to Stewie Doo for being the main code monkey on that. Also, we have been working on another tool coming out. That's going to be fun. Arcadia's captain, guaranteed PvP victory. Daniel, I love you and hate you at the same time. So Frank says, I'm sitting at 41 so I can refine uncommon, and you still get your 3G and battle pass and 39 event. You do, you're just not getting as much as you would have if you've been at 39. And that was the point of the video. You are still getting some 3G, and they made that change based on complaints of people who got the 40s and got none of it. But you're not getting as much as you did before. So basically, if you're not done maxing your Enterprise or Augur and you do want to, it's best to stay at 39. If you're ready to move on to bigger and better ships, go ahead and go into the 40s, because at 42, you're going to get access to those. Is it better to camp at 35 or 37? Ooh, that's a tough one. I would say 37, because at 36, you can start working on getting the ISS jelly parts. Even if you're not ready to level up and build it, you can at least start collecting those, and the armadas get a little bit better. Louis, shout out to Colombia. Y'all are awesome. And should you upgrade all the things in your lab or go to 25? Upgrade all the things in your lab. Yes. Do that. Do it. Do it. Yeah, yeah. What else? Bring other questions. Bring other people. Bring other servers. Bring all the servers here. Every one of them. All 110 servers. Bring them here right now. Paul says, can confirm at 40 Ops Swarm Sunday payouts entirely in 4-star. Yeah, like a lot of changes happen. It's not completely different, but it does change. It does change. It's just not completely. I mean, it's not like terrible, but it does make it a little bit harder to upgrade some of the stuff. So if you got like an Enterprise at tier 6, might as well chill out. Make sure you get your research up. Also, remember, like the brackets that you're in right now. Just look at the refit bracket. The refit bracket for this is 38 and 39s, and that's it. If you go to level 40, the bracket for this event is 40 to 45. Yeah, screw that. That's nutso. That's bonker wonker. I don't want that. I don't want that. But Daniel says, should I get all of my researches I can before I go to 28? The key is getting the researches that are important maxed. Combat researches, efficiency researches, starting on your stellar research if you want to really work on that path. Your territory researches. Get those maxed, but you don't need to max everything. It doesn't matter if you have max station piercing. Get what you need to get and then move on. That guy, thank you for being an ensign. You make me want to take my shirt off, but we're on the wrong medium at the moment. Sasquatch says, I saw that video too late. Don't worry. I'm here for you whether you're level 14 or level 49. I will help you with anything that I can because I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I think y'all are gosh darn the best. Gosh darn it, you're the best. All right, let's hit this 43 and see what happens. We're probably going to go boom. John, you become an ensign by hitting that join button on YouTube. I will say that the best way to get money to me is PayPal and Venmo. If you want to use the officer thing in YouTube, I'll take it too. All right. We're going to go boom probably. All right. We went boom. Gosh, we went big boom. How far along did we get? Oh, we almost finished the event. We almost finished it. It's just going to cost me 2 holes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Woof. 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 Yikes. All right, so actually, I'm just going to regular kill the next ones. So watch this. It's going to hurt your eyes. 100 Latinum. Go. Bye-bye. All right. So now we're going to assign officers. And we need to get Chin back in here. And now we also need to check, make sure we didn't ruin our 300% on our Enterprise. We did not. That's very important. And then make sure the ISS still got officers. Sweet. Poor ISS is getting neglected. Hey, Michael, you lucky pulled Gorkon. You lucky SOB. Congratulations. And hello, Gary Marks. How are you doing? How are you doing? Victor says, what are the cutoffs for event groupings? It depends on the event, Victor. So like the refit events going on right now, in the 30s, they work by 2. So 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. But when you get into the 40s, there's 2 brackets. There's 40 through 45 and 46 through 50. So it just depends. It's different all over the place. Mark, mining crew for the Devore really doesn't matter. I just focus on getting as much protected cargo as I can. The key to the Devore is getting good research. That's the key to the Devore. All right, so now we need to go kill just some baby worms. Where can we get... We need some like little 30... Just kill little 33 worms and stuff. We need to blow up again. Because we're going to go send this out and finish our hostile event. So... This... 7 minutes, man. I hate the flight times. Let's go to these. Yeah, let's just go to the 38 and blow up some of those. Ah, dang it. Stupid thing. Let's go to 39. Daniel, I am glad I made your daily grind easier. And hopefully I've made your relationships easier. Hopefully I made your life better. Yeah, that's my goal. Make everything better. Make everything better for everybody. We should all try to strive for that, to make things better for people. Apex pilots. Okay, Corey. Random. Shout out Apex, I guess. Random says, get at least the first research done that's available in the galaxy tree for a huge boost. That's what I did on my Devore. Usually just use Joaquin for his protected cargo ability. Thomas says there's no hostiles there. Well, screwy pooey. All right, how about y'all just tell me where the hostiles are? Are they only in the north one? I don't remember, honestly. Are they only in the north section? No, there's some hostiles. There's a little worm. Ooh, that was almost dead. So we'll just stop and change over here. That's another thing I need to work on is I need to work on my warp time. Joe says I need 450,000 store loot to get Kirk to tier 3. Is it better to max Uhura? Good question. That question will be answered tomorrow in my event store video. Bill says, wouldn't it be neat if all the ships have black alert like the Discovery does? No, because I don't have enough mycelium for one ship to be doing all the black alerts, let alone every ship. I like the fact that the Discovery is a taxi, because if it wasn't for the Discovery being a taxi, then it would serve literally no purpose. So I kind of need it to be the taxi. It kind of has to do that. Two says, just remember with the TOS Uhura, once shield has gone on opponents, she's no longer effective. Yes. She's most effective when you're trying, like if you come at my Enterprise, like let's just say that you need to blow this up. Like this needs to die. And this is what's running it. If you had TOS Kirk, TOS Uhura, and then Marcus, you reckon this bad boy going down. This bad boy wrecked. Just destroyed. So. Just depends on what you're fighting. Totally. Totes my goats. Sasquatch says rare Spock tier 5. Use him. TOS Uhura, TOS Kirk. Sasquatch, it depends. You know, you get to a point where Spock isn't regenerating the shields to make up for how much shields there are. So, for example, I've got 722,000 shields on the Enterprise. The most Spock can with like a max stacked, you know, he's got as many defensive stats as he can get. You're going to get what? 250,000 maybe shield regen? So a third of that. The higher up in level you go, a little bit less useful Spock becomes because you just get so much shields and you take such big hits. I actually leave Spock off. I use Spock on like the lower ships in my secondary crews now. But that's me. You can try it a different way. All right, we're going to blow up this worm. Blow the worm up. Blow the worm up. Blow it. Blow it. Do you want to op test that live? Andy, we can, actually, if you want to. Can I raid you for some trip because I'm hella broke? Like, I don't mind, but yeah, we can do that. Give me more 35s. Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Spawn faster. Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Cool, Andy. Yeah, I figured you were when you asked the question. I figured you would be on server 20. Butch, hey, Ghost Rider Dog, how you doing? Shout out to the Facebook group who are watching right now. If you're on the Facebook, share this out to the Facebook group. So that way they can come in and join in and have their discussions and their questions answered. Andy, my base is currently sitting in Q-Volis. Q-U-V-O-L-I-S. Just let me know when you're there. I'll pop the Enterprise outside. And like I said, loaded up with TOS Kirk, TOS Uhura, and Marcus. And we'll go over the battle log together. And we'll explain what happened. I'm assuming that, I don't remember who you are in game, just to be completely honest with you. But I'm assuming you're a lot bigger than me and it's going to hurt. So, Jamie says, Mr. D, ever considered slapping that officer tool on a site so we can save online? No, but hit me up on Discord and we can talk about your idea. Hit me up. I'm not opposed to such ideas. Oh, John Trek, I just saw your message on Discord. I will send it to you, buddy. I appreciate you loving me as I love you. Remember, the biggest donation gets whatever they want in the house. Like on the wall, not in the house. Like if I find I really want a house with a spiral staircase. I know that's like really stupid, but I want it. I want it. I want it. Give it to me. I want it. All right, Andy. I can't wait for you to come destroy me. Sasquatch says, I've used that crew with max stacked and max city against a very low tier int. Yup, I believe you. All right. I'm getting distracted from trying to farm these hostiles, dang it. Y'all keep distracting me. Shark Knight! I'm really excited when you say my name. Hello. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Corey says officer preloads. Any thought on that happening? It's something they've been working on. When it'll happen? Well, who knows? Who knows? But they have been working on it, if that makes you feel any better. Something tells me it doesn't, though. Son of a gun! Will y'all stop killing all the stuff I'm trying to kill? Let me kill it, damn it! I'm really not trying to blow up the auger. I got stuff to do. I literally need like one kill. Just stop it. Just let me kill the stupid ships. Let me blow it up. Let me blow it up on you. Oh, wanna blow it up. Blow it up. I wanna blow it up. Blow it up. I wanna blow it up. Oh, blow on you. That was really weird. That's really awkward, actually. Do. I think I need one more hit. So what are these what do you mean what videos I mentioned? I'm confused. What do you mean what videos I mentioned? I've got a ton of videos on this website here. Armada's coming soon, part 2. There you go. Server shout out 51. Oh, Shark, if you're leveling up past 39, hit me up first. Let me help you, because a lot of people going in the 40s make a lot of mistakes. Hit me up first before you get too crazy. Shoot me a Discord. Shoot me a Discord. Lexi says, your most recent video on the Stella, do you have any suggestions about how to go about grinding for it? So, ooh, kill this random. Sorry. Yes. Have you gotten the blueprints you can from the store yet? The event store, like if you got the event store going right now and you start working on your augment store grind, you can get an entire Stella by like next week. Hey, Curtis, how you doing? How you doing? All right, did that finish it? Please tell me it finished it. Son of a bitch. How many is left? 12 point. Ah, the drama. All right, Andy, give me just a second. I got to find another ship to blow up. I literally need 12,000 points. Like, what is up with that? I really don't want to do something that has kinetic weapons either. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, Andy, you ready? Ooh, a level 42. So we're going to do a scan first, Ando, just so everybody can see what this comparison is going to be. All right, so he's got Marcus, TOS Kirk, which, okay, and a negative 12 on mitigation. Ooh, so that's what, tier 3? Okay, now let's look at the info button. You see he's got a little bit more shields. He's got more attack. Our health is going to be about the same. We're both running 300%. My DPR is higher, though. His piercing values are higher, which is research. His research is better than mine. That's what that is. Defensive values, we're both at 300, but he's got better overall. Granted, he's at 42, research. And then health numbers, pretty similar. Although I got more impulse speed. Suck it. And he's got more warp range. All right. So here's the battle of the lag, which caused me to click the wrong screen. Now he should whoop my tail with that crew. Let's see what happens. I'm running a little bit of a critical build with mitigation with Zhao. He's running the build I said wreck my Enterprise with, which is a mitigation and a shield penetration crew. Phase 1 and Phase 2. I'm running a phase 1 and phase 3. Almost flip people off. Phase 1 and phase 3 setup. He's running phase 1, phase 2. He should beat me. Ander, have at it. Have at it. Make it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Also, y'all should get to see my pretty blue pew-pews going because I enabled my blue pew-pews on the Enterprise. Yep, there's my blue ones. Ha ha! Bang, 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 bang. And I'm dead, and Ando has over half health left. Holy crap. Jesus, it worked better than I thought it would. Woo! Holy shnikes, Batman. Like, I knew it would work, but I didn't know it would work that good. Woo! Yeah, that, see, I wasn't necessarily worried about the DPR from Kirk. It was going to help, but not a ton. What killed me is this. Marcus and here. And do y'all want to see why? Do y'all want to see why? Do you want to see why? I feel like I need to have the Starship Troopers thing come up. Would you like to know more? Click. Let's hop into this battle log and bring out our handy dandy calculator. All right. So I've obviously got Zao going, which is giving me a bonus to my dodge armor and shields. That should help raise my mitigation. Now he's purposely going against that with Marcus. Now you'll notice Uhura is active immediately as well as Marcus. So let's check out the mitigation numbers. So when he hit me with 218,000, I stopped. I mitigated 104,000 of that, which means I mitigated only 47.9%. That is low. That's low. That's what Marcus does. Also, now let's hit the next step. Remember, we got the next step. So now we need to add 36,381 plus 77,310. So what was left that wasn't mitigated was 113,691. Now, what does that translate to? So now we need to determine what percentage of that was Uhura working. So remember, normally it's an 80 to 20 ratio. 80% shield, 20% hull. So 113,691. 113,691. 113,691. Whoo! 32%, dog. 32%. That means my shields only stopped 68%. There's Uhura working right there. 12% extra damage smacked me in the face every single time. Whew. Nasty. 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 My mic's going in and out. What? No, it's not. Shut your mouth. It's perfectly fine. I don't know why it would be going out. But hopefully that's just your thing and it's working for everybody else. Because I'm looking at it, my bar is still going up, down, and all around every time I talk. So, ba-bam. This is the power of Uhura working. And of course, Marcus working. Now, just to show you a comparison, what I was doing, we can look at the one right next to it. So here's mine. So I did 156, 193. He mitigated 92. He mitigated 59.4%. So he's mitigating 10% more than I was. Because he had those higher values and I wasn't overcoming those higher values. So this is why, and I know you get really nerdy with all this stuff, it feels like you're going back to math class in high school, but this is why it's so important to study these logs, because the crew that I'm running is not a bad crew setup. Kirk, Zao, Khan is a very solid loadout for your Enterprise. But if somebody comes around with that crew right there, they're going to wax the floor with you because of how the abilities work. This is such a great example of why I love Uhura. Because Enterprises are like the most common 3-star menace in the game. Everybody wants to get an Enterprise. Uhura is the Enterprise killer. Is she as good against everything else? No, but she's still good against everything. But as people have mentioned, when the shields go down, she loses that extra oomph. But man, when you're fighting this, whoo, you see the value right there. Thank you, Ando for killing my ship and costing me 1 million titanium for science. Thank you. Oh, gosh. There we go. But hopefully, does anybody get as excited about that like I do? Like, I get legitimately excited about that stuff. Nikki says, how do you get the TOS Enterprise? You get the TOS Enterprise by winning the G3 skin event. So right now, the ISS Jelly refit is going on. You get the Enterprise by winning the G3 refit event that they have. Yeah, Andy, like I said, I knew you'd kick my butt. You just kicked it better than I expected. So, all right, so now we actually need to go up and we're going to take our auger into Groombridge and finish out our other event. So to Groombridge we go. Nobody's coming after this territory. Surely not. Blinded me with science. All right, let's go take a look. Oh, there's Feds. Why is Feds here? What the heck would Feds want with a very useless territory? This territory serves no purpose for any of the top alliances. Why are they here? Oh, it's Fossil. He used to be in our alliance. I feel like he'd be doing more harm than good, though, to be completely honest with you. All right. Jessica says, I wasn't sure whether or not Rev agreed with no one shall or not. I'm not sure what no one shall's position is, but I will tell you this. When you come to my channel, you're going to get facts. This is how things work. I'm not going to give you opinion. At least I try not to. I'm going to show you how things work, which is why I've been so gung-ho on Uhura and why I made her own video. Because she's awesome. Okay, so what else do we need to do today? We need to finish this. I am rep grinding on the Trilock. Yeah, that's where the auger is headed now. And then I'll probably do this afterwards because I really need to get all the titanium I can. I think that you should triple lock before going into the 40s personally, and then pick which one that you want to run. That's my take on it. Because it's a pain when you start getting high up there. But do you do your dailies with the rare G3 or use Epic? What are you asking, Joe? What are you asking? Not sure what you're asking there, buddy. Oh, pal. Buddy, oh, pal. Jessica says, which should you run? Right now, the Romulans are the best faction. Just to be different, I'm probably going to go Klingon. Just to be different. Because everybody's going either Federation or Romulan. Romulans have got the best ships. The Valdor, Pilum, and Tribune are the best set in the 40s. The Enterprise is the biggest disappointment, but everybody wants Federation. So I'm probably going to go Klingon. Just because it'll be different what everybody else is doing. I like being different. Are me and No One Shall on a timeout? Not that I'm aware of. I text the dude every day. By the way, if you enjoyed that breakdown of the battle log, why don't you slide a little $20 to that PayPal so you can get your name in a house? How about that? Hey says, if not versus other enterprises, is full synergy with TOS Bones any good or outclassed by damagers like Decius and Khan? Okay, so let's pull up our Bones. We'll talk about Bones here, since we got brought up with TOS Bones. So the trick with Bones, and technically TOS McCoy, I need to get in the habit of not calling him Bones, because Bones is an actual officer. Captain's Maneuver is defense only. I have to always reiterate that. I will say I like the Captain's Maneuver. I think that anything that... Here's how I've been saying it. For a long time, we talked about mitigation and damage and everything, but I'm changing the terminology we use. From now on, I'm going to talk about it in phases. When you create damage, it has to go through 3 phases. Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3. He affects Phase 1. He affects mitigation. And I always like that on a card. I think that his ability is very good. It's just relying on being a defender, which can make it pretty tricky. Now, remember, it can get up to 500%, which is better than Zhao. So it's a very handy, very useful. It's very particular when you can actually use it. Now, the officer ability, this is a nice little increase to just pure blank officer stats. This only helps, though, if you have officers using those stats. Now, most of the loadouts I use, like Zhao or Merit Krell, all those, will take advantage of that. To be completely honest, because of what I end up fighting, I like TOS Uhura more than McCoy. But it really depends on the situation. And the cool thing about the TOS officers is they made them very situational. Instead of them making just overpowered great officers, they made them overpowered great officers in this event or in this way. And they're not just something that you can throw out and be amazing at. And in a lot of ways, they remind me of Harrison. Harrison is that exact same way. Harrison is great on like 4 ships. Very not great almost anywhere else. But on those 4 ships, he's amazing. And that's kind of how it is with these TOS officers. All right, let's see. Joe says your dailies killing ground, the cost of repairs looks too high. Oh, no. Well, I can kill more with my epics than I can with my rares. I use both because honestly, it doesn't really matter. Everything's expensive. But Nikki says, why is Spock bad on the Enterprise? Because it's redundant. Because the Enterprise is Spock. So if you put Spock, you now have 2 Spocks. And you don't get a bonus for having extra shields. So and what I mean by that is, like, let's look at this battle log that we just had where Ando was kind enough to come and test out crews. You'll see neither of our shields went down. That's why the blue bar is still there. See the blue bar? You don't get a bonus if you got like 200% shields left versus 100% shields. Shields do the exact same thing every time. They stop 80% of the remaining damage from phase 1, and then they let 20% go through. Doesn't matter if the shield's at 2% or the shield's at 200%. So that's why Spock makes no sense on the Enterprise. You don't get a bonus for it. You're just wasting an officer spot. The Enterprise does what Spock does. And David, I do not have the answer to that question. I don't know why Bones would be called something different in another world. Heath, I also have no idea when the photon tokens are coming. If I did, I would tell you. I promise you I would. I would totally tell you. I have no update for that. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have an update. I'm sorry. I want to give a shout out real quick from give shout out to John, who just donated to get the house fund. John is getting his name on the house. Yes, that is a literal statement. John donated to get his name on the house. So when we make that wall and we've got that wall drawn up and in the new place, his name's going on it. If you'd like your name to be on it, donate to PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, however you like to donate. Every little bit is appreciated as we are working towards buying a house where the water does not come through the floors. Believe it or not. That's a fun thing. Luke says, any update on server merges? Currently, 4 servers are being merged. 1 set in America, another set in Europe. As of now, it's only those 4 servers. If you are not on those 4 servers or you want to know what those 4 servers are, well, I will be glad to tell you what they are. Is TOS Spock good? I'm not a fan of TOS Spock because I don't do like live base defense. TOS Spock can be useful, but he's very, very particular. Now, stat-wise, he's got some good stats. I'll give him that. But I'm not real big on TOS Spock. Like, I'm not going to go after him in the event store. I will put that in my video for tomorrow when I talk about that. But I'm not spending my resources to get him. I'll just put it that way. If I get him over time, fantastic. Tiger says, do the TOS officer abilities work versus hostile captains? Yes. Jamie says, do you know if we'll get the next generation next? Man, that would be really cool. That'd be really cool. Stay tuned. We are still 3.5 weeks from the next arc. Usually my what's coming out feelers don't reach out that far. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I know. Sometimes I don't. That's a long way away, though. We still got to finish this arc. And remember, you finish this one, then you get a break for usually a week, and then we start looking at the new one. Let's see. John says, make sure it says John Trek. Well, I mean, if you want the house to say John Trek, we can. Generally, I was going to put people's real name in the house. But if you want to say John Trek on the actual wall, done. It says John Trek on the actual wall. Can we get a shout out to Demos, who also wants his name on the wall? Shout out Demos for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. It slowly adds up. We're going to get there. I'm giving myself until my birthday to raise these funds. Thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. We are now at, sorry, my eyes are getting old, 962.55 out of our goal. Slowly but surely, we're going to work our way up there. Right now, we're on the TOS arc, Bobby. We are on the TOS arc, part 3, the final part of this one, we believe. Jamie says, I'm excited. Hope it's the case. Some classic characters. Yes, there are some classic characters. I've actually got some of those classic characters here in my card deck. For example, who could forget Morgan Batesman? Yeah, how about that? Remember when Fraser was in Enterprise or Star Trek The Next Generation? Or how about Richard Galen, the famed archaeologist? Yeah, there we go. Some famous characters. Famous characters. John, you're the best for helping out. That's when the best is. And he says, why are we having maintenance on Tuesday? For maintenance reasons? Ask me Monday night. Ask me before. You shall see. Cheers is an Enterprise holodeck program. Andy, that has been... I've actually, believe it or not, even though I rag on people for being older than me, I've watched both Cheers and Frasier. They're actually really enjoyable. All right, so let's get to doing our grind. Look at that. Juicy, juicy. Juicy. Juicy, 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 juicy. My faction rep is, I think, almost at 4.5 million now. Remember, by the end of the month, I've told myself I'm going to get to 10. So, we're going to do it. Is it worth trying to get DuPont from the event store? Lynn, tomorrow I'll have a video about everything in the event store and why I think that you should go certain ways. And I'm actually going to go break down different values. So check it out tomorrow. And he says, should I just ask you in Discord tonight? I mean, if you want to, you can. Sure. Sure. I can't wait for the April Fool's event that's coming up. That's going to be fun. Don't y'all like April Fool's? Dorf says, I made Norm Cheers references and my 20-something coworker had no clue. Well, I'm 31, so I've got a few years on your 20-something-year-old coworker. But Jessica says, I'll race you. Rama's my last, and I'm at 4.1. Jessica, if you make it a race, I will destroy you. Hit me up on Discord. We'll do screenshot wars. Hit me up. Let's do it. Don't you ever challenge me. I take you down. I'm the king. I'm the best of the game. Ever. I'll destroy you. Do not know what kind of hell I can bring you. For real, though, if you want to make a friendly competition, hit me up. I'd love to do that. I'd love to. Hit me up on Discord. We'll screenshot it right now. Let's go. First one to go gets a prize. If you beat me, you get a whole segment shot on a video. If I beat you, you send me $700. I'm just kidding. Don't. You can, but don't. Christopher says, any DS9 content possibly? DS9 will, in fact, be an arc that you have in this game. Will it be the next arc? Well, maybe, but probably not. Man, I love Max Chin. Max Chin is so nice. It makes this grind so doable. So doable. John says, I'm in 2 Rev. I'm at 5.3. Let's do it. Between the three of us. Competition. Competition breeds. Nikki, I don't know who you're cussing at, but you better calm down. You better calm down. That profanity. A little crazy. Yeah, Colonel Fusion, I love Deep Space Nine. It in the Next Generation, I enjoy it. I honestly enjoy a lot of Star Trek. Like, I love Lower Decks. That first season was great. Discovery's had its ups and downs. Picard's had its ups and downs. But Deep Space Nine, particularly season 3 and on, I loved. Really not a big fan of how it started off. Voyager can go eat rocks, but it will eventually get that too. Jonathan, yeah, a station skin look like Deep Space Nine would be really cool. I would also like a station skin to look like, say, the station from The Wrath of Khan. That'd be great. I also want Star Trek Enterprise. If I could have a Phlox character, that'd be dope. One of my favorite doctors ever. Demon says, you think they'll have Cisco in the game? Yes. When they do the DS9, they will definitely add Cisco. For sure. Christopher says, other than the Enterprise, which ship from any franchise would you like added? The Defiant from Deep Space Nine. Yeah. That, if we're talking Federation ships. Klingon ships, I'd like the Vorcha class battle cruiser, or cruiser, because the Negvar was your battle cruiser. I would like the actual Romulan Dedederix class, their Romulan Warbird. The Dominion Jem'Hadar ship. The Cardassian Galore. I always like that little fish design for some reason. I mean, there's a ton of ships. Ton of ships. What would be the best rep grinding to be at if I'm building rep for ROMs past 10 million? What I'm doing right now, grinding in Groombridge, probably the easiest. Jonathan says, what do I think of the crew TOS, Kirk, TOS Uhura, Rare, Spock on the Enterprise? Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Don't make me come over there and smack you. So when is the original series Khan? When is Khan from the movie? That's the Khan I want. That's my Khan. That's my Khan. Tracy says, I would like to see the Enterprise D4 Augur BPs in the event store, or would I see them in the event store at level 33? You would see them if you are at the rep level to see them, if that makes sense. Like if you are still at like 1 million rep, you won't see them. But if you are at the point where you would see them, like you can purchase them at level 34, you will see them in the event store, if that makes sense. So for example, if we go into my event store, you'll notice that I've got Gladius, Burrell, Intrepid, D4 Enterprise, no Augur. That's because my rep for my Romulans is not high enough yet. So if you have the rep and are level 33, then you will see the Augur in your event store. And just a reminder, you see my Romulan is currently at Associate, grinding to Respected right now. I'm not there yet. But if you are at that 10 million mark, you will see it. MovieCon is best con. Jessica, if you can't do Groombridge, then Alpha Centauri is good. You can also do Wolf, which is another 39 system. But Groombridge has some nice payouts when you're getting like the 41s. Like this one, like this 40 is going to give me 4,000 points. So Daniel says, I'm 33, 2 million from faction lock and can see the D4. Well, there you go. I'm not that close yet. I haven't made it to the halfway point. So it might be right at 5 million. So we'll test that out. If I get to 5 million, which is the halfway point, we'll see if my event store updates. The event store might not update until the next refresh, though. So I could tell you tomorrow. How does your server's constellation scores look? Not too. Give me a second and I'll show you. So I would need 5th place if I'm going to get mine tomorrow. Currently the leader is 1.5, 1.2, then 1. So really not a lot. And if I could get 5th place, then I need 24 to be able to unlock mine. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try. We'll see. We'll see if I can spend that much uncommon. Dragon says, should I grind to get the 0 rep or do missions first? Missions make getting to 0 a lot easier, and then the dailies help make it a more natural progression. But at some point, you're just going to have to start killing ships. That's been my thing. I've been trying to lazy do it. It just takes forever. You really just need to break down and start killing ships. That's the best way. Wow, Curtis, over 9 million. That is, that's crazy. That'd be crazy, dog. Oh, snap. We just got another donation to the cause. Got to give a shout out to Charlene with a very generous. Actually, Charlene, I don't want to say your full name or anything. And I'm just saying what was there because you didn't provide a game name. But you are now tied for the biggest donation, which means you are going to have the biggest text in the wall. We'll see how it looks a few months from now. But right now, you are tied for the lead. Thank you so much for that very, very generousness. In fact, would you like to move in? Why not? If you can afford that, just move in. We'll do it together. Thank you so much. Very generous. I love everybody's generosity. Y'all are amazing. Hopefully you're learning something tonight, getting some help. That's what I'm here for. TS says there is, in fact, a split at 5 million where your dailies increase. Correct. There are multiple daily marks that actually split. So if you remember, it's not just this one. It is, I'll go ahead and list them all off for you. But you split at 5, but when you're favored, there's a split. So you get to favored at 100,000, then it splits at 200,000. Consort splits from 500,000 to 1.2. Associate splits from 2 to 5. And then when you get all the way to commended, which is 140, it splits again at 260 million. So 140 million to 260 million. So there's actually a few different splits in the game. Daryl says you can get from 2 million to 0 with missions if you haven't done them. Yep, that's actually how I got into positive with my ROMs, is I had saved and archived a lot of missions, and then I just went through and pew, 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 and there we are. We got it taken care of. I'm so excited. Y'all are so awesome. We've now passed we're now past the $1,000 mark. Right? I mean, I realize that we're trying to raise a ridiculous amount of money. If I can crowdfund that, that's blowing my wildest minds, and I appreciate it. But just the fact that we're doing this is incredible to me. Thank y'all so much for your support. Hopefully, I can help make your game better. Ice Glow says, Rev, there's a split on tolerated too. Yeah, I didn't list tolerated just because it's so far back, but there is a split on tolerated. But that's so far back. That's so far back. That's back. That's back in the day. That's back in the way back day. Way back day. Let's see. So it says you can get 8 to 10 million ROM and a Tygo core with a good day's grinding. You definitely can. Let's not mention that special place, though. Don't mention the special place. Don't mention the special place. We don't want them to mess with the special place, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, ignore what I'm whispering. It means nothing. Okay? Thank you. Some things don't need to be in the video. And everybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about is going, what the heck is he talking about? Shh. My Borg Refinery I've not done yet. I need to do my Borg Refinery. I have to go grind out my swarms first. What they really need to do is add Borg to the swarm grinding. Random says, I need advice from my tier 6 Burrell PvP looking for general purpose. This is during territory capture. TOS Kirk, TOS Uhura, Spock. Bam. Just did that. Boss level. Boom. I'll help you fight some of those enterprises I know you're fighting. Big whoops. Big ups. Yeah. Sean says, I've only told you don't want it overrun. There you go, Sean. Victor says, I'm double locked with Fed ROM. Going to take your advice and grind Klingon. You better. You better. Love you. In love with you. Kisses. Mwah. Yum, yum, gum, gum. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Jeff, I see you. Icy, are you feeling icy? All right, since we're like the last 30 minutes of what we normally stream, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the live chat. If you're in the Discord, you can come join in. Come hang out with us. We got a couple people sitting in there. Come join. Andrew signing up for Commander. Oh my God, thank you. That is so kind of you. Like now you get extra pips. Extra pips on your collar, sir. Extra pips. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am more entertaining than you think I am. Yeah. 4.5. Oh, I'm going to grind 500,000 tonight. I'm going to do it. Especially after I'm off the air. We'll get to grinding hardcore. And we'll be using Borg Jayla for the grind. Boop, boop. Dragon says my Fed rep is almost 30 mil, and I evidently don't want it that high just yet. Bring it back down. 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 I'm just enjoying my grind. You know what I mean? Collecting these survey parts that I'll need for later. Andy Johnson, thank you for signing up to be a lieutenant. Supporting me and supporting YouTube. We'll remind everybody that I appreciate everybody signing up. You get a fancy green name. You get access to fancy icons. You even access to a discount code in the Teespring store. But if you want to make sure that I get every penny possible because YouTube takes 30%, hit that PayPal link. If not, I'll take whatever. Appreciate it. Y'all are amazing. Any more game questions, though? Hit me up with the game questions. Brandon says, I've seen different videos where you've run Pike, Moreau, Chen, and I've seen Chen in the captain's chair. And I've seen Pike in the center seat. The only time that you'll see me put Chen in the captain's chair is when I'm using her to find Talon so I can swap her out. I never have Chen as captain. Pike is always the captain. The only thing that you might have seen is, believe it or not, back in the day, the center wasn't on the battle log. The center wasn't always the captain. It was the one on the left was the captain in the battle log. So what you probably saw was on an old video, Chen was like right here or something, or Chen was like right here and Pike was here. In the battle log, it used to be this was the captain, and they changed it to where the middle's the captain now. But it used to be this was the captain, then you had the two bridge officers. I don't know why they made the change or whatever, but that confused a lot of people for a long time. And it confuses people when they go and watch my old videos. Because they'll look at the battle logs going, this dude's an idiot. So. Looking forward to next Sunday's Town Hall? Me too. Very excited for that, actually. Super duper excited. Super duper excited. Let's see, Dragon's here, Iggy's here, Anubis is here, and nobody's talking. Lexi's here, and nobody's talking.
Didn't want to interrupt.
Yes, you did.
We're trying to be nice.
Y'all are liars. Just a whole bunch of liars.
I was eating steak.
Ooh, I can has?
Oh, that's nice steak.
Yeah, Missy was calling me out earlier because of my name.
Ah. Random wants to know, is it a Scopely Town Hall next week? Sadly, no. The Town Hall is with Server 50. We're going to join Server 50, help them out, answer some questions, and have a good time. Have a good time. Nathan says they made the change because having the first spot to be the captain in the battle logs made no sense. I mean, sure, I guess. Sure. Shout out Doug. Doug just made a donation to the house fund. Doug, your name's going on the wall. Thank you so much. Gonna make sure we put you down for your amount, and we'll go ahead and add it to the board. Doug, you are amazing. How amazing are you? So amazing that we're sending Archimedes to your house, and we're giving you whatever's in the truck. You get to pick one thing from his trailer. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Archimedes is like, no, that's not happening. It's like,
Well, that could be very entertaining with some of the stuff that I.
Yeah, I only know what you're hauling lately, so yeah, you get to pick one random item of something you probably could never use. Hello, medical doctor, how you doing? He says he wants some steak. Heath will go buy you some steak. hopefully COVID is dying down wherever you're at, and you can go to the supermarket these days. That'd be nice. To be able to
Picture
go
in
to the
the.
supermarket.
I put a picture in the food porn room.
Of your steak.
Yeah.
Since I'm on a diet, I'm not going to look. I will say, though, in the 2 weeks that I started my diet, I weighed myself this morning. I was 246 pounds. Started at 256. So we've lost 10 pounds so far.
Nice.
Yeah, got to keep it going, though. We got to get down to like the sexy 220. Because that's when all the ladies would just start flocking to me. I can just hold out my arms. They'll land like doves.
Bull crows.
I mean, I got a problem with that. DL says exercise time. After the stream, I'm jumping on my exercise machine, so don't you worry. Got to keep it going. Got to live longer. Am I going to build any 4-star miners? Kyle, one day. I will one day. Jeff says I look skinnier. Well, thank you. But do I look better? That's the question. Do I look better? Do you want to make out with my face? Or no? Still got to work on this double chin thing, though. That's annoying. Also, it looks like I'm getting a patch of gray hair. I promise that's blonde, but it does annoy me. I found a gray chest hair, and excuse the millennial humor. I wanted to end my life. It's a millennial humor. It's not serious. You don't have to call any phone numbers. But yeah, it's a special day when a man finds his first gray hair, and not in a good way. Midlife crisis incoming. Y'all be prepared. You're just gonna see random videos on YouTube of me like driving 130 miles down the interstate for no reason. In Mexico, of course, where it's legal.
Or in California.
There you go. No one shall. Hey, buddy. And hey, Nissa. GSG says, hey, I managed to reach Ops 38, upgrading only the required buildings to an Ops level, but I find that I get all my defensive platforms at 38 to go to 39. Is there any worth in speeding through them to go to 39? I would say that 39, you get access to some really cool events like C Visum Pecum Parabellum Necum. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a freaking awesome event. So, no one shall says, wait, you have chest hair, manscape. I manscape, but not my chest. I have awesome pecs. I can make them dance. Boom, 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 boom. It's a manly chest. Other things get shaved, not the chest.
Why not?
I don't like my pale chest out in the open. I like it to have a little texture and color. But
Well, you should Austin Powers it.
Well, they invented this thing a long time ago called tan beds.
that doesn't work
You
for
may
me.
have heard of them.
Doesn't work for me. I just burn and get melanoma. Rebecca, thank you for signing up to be a commander. You love me more than you love No One Shall, and that means more to me than you could ever know. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Excelsi with a very personal question. Do you shave your fanny? And me with a very personal answer. Yes. So yeah, let's get back to the Star Trek Fleet Command questions before we get kicked off YouTube. This says, I've been watching silently tonight. You're my background music. Can you feel the love tonight? Where is Gary, by the way? Speaking of love and Archimedes, where's Gary? Did you make him mad
He was
again?
on early.
I think I might have upset him again.
Dang
You
it,
know how
Ark,
frail,
stop.
We, you know how frail Princess Buttercup is.
Oh, good Lord. All right, somebody just said check the PayPal. I'm assuming there's a $10,000 donation. Okay, it's not. It's a very generous donation, though. Thank you, O'Hare Dare from Server 56. Shout out to you, buddy. Thank you for supporting the dream, supporting me, and just for being you. That's what matters no matter what, that you stay yourself. Thank you. Also, I need to paste values. Boom. And we'll get you in to the list. You just made the list. Thank you so much. You'll see that little update on the bar. Look, it moved a micrometer. Thank you so much. Do. Thank you, Bob. Oh, God. Who just screamed in my ear and made me bleed? Who was that? I think that was Dragon. We're going to turn Dragon all the way down. There we go.
Oh, it wasn't that bad, was it?
I'm pretty sure I'm deaf. Did you just say something else?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're good now. Oof. Oof.
I assume you didn't watch the pay-per-view today?
The pay-per-view?
Yeah. Wrestling. Come on now. I know you watch wrestling.
You must be thinking of another content creator? Because no.
Well, I guess you don't watch it no more, because I swore I saw some of your videos where it said something about like Monday Night Raw.
Oh, I've definitely made references. Like the Monday Night Wars was like part of my childhood, but I don't watch like modern wrestling now. I will admit the AEW has gotten me interested in wanting to watch wrestling again, but I don't really watch it.
Right. Yeah, AEW's gotten real good.
But yeah, I mean, I've definitely now I'll say I've watched things here and there, and I've watched more YouTube videos about matches that have happened in the past 10 years. But I don't like watch it on Monday night, and I definitely don't pay for it on pay-per-view because I've already paid for streaming services. Why would I pay for that? I mean, but yeah, it's
right.
This whole world's getting so expensive to watch TV. It's insane.
It is.
Darren says everything they'll reuse Borg space. Yup, they will. They will. No one shall can tell you about that. Can't you know what?
I actually think the next arc's going to be Borg.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would love to have another Borg event.
I mean, in this arc, they gave us some Borg stuff. So it's like, well, if you're giving us Borg, does that mean you're preparing us for the next Borg event, which should be coming up after this one?
That would be cool. Yeah. That would be dope.
Yeah, and I know I've heard from you and other content creators that work on your Valdor. So.
You mean the Vidar?
Yeah.
Though, yeah, go get you a Valdor. Yeah, sure. Get you to level 42 and get you a Valdor.
I just got my Vidar to Tier 8 today.
Congratulations.
That's a lot
No one says, nah, it won't be reused. It'll be thrown into the trash can and be assimilated. Borg art was terrible. Okay, so the arc was bad, but they will be reusing it. So, well, reusing pieces. Not everything's going to be the same the next time Borg rolls around. But you can bet your bottom dollar things are going to happen.
They can easily just reskin it all and call it something else.
I mean, the basis of the Borg is still good. Like, the actual Borg probes and stuff, that's all good. The Vidar, all good. So there's good stuff to build on when it comes to the Borg. It's just, you know, the original story that they came out with and the zones, and I even made a video going out to the Mega Cube. It's not that good. That was a train wreck.
Yeah, and the Armadas were never good either.
Yeah, and they still to this day don't understand why people were so upset and expected more. But that just, you know, that's Scopely for you.
Well, the basic regular Armadas were so easy, but the Mega Cube was impossible. So,
well, the Mega Cube was meant to be done by groups. I'd also say that the main complaint about the Borg models wasn't how tough the Mega Cube was. It was how little, like you were getting like 118 nano probes and stuff. That's what really irritated people.
Hey, Rev, is the Planet Killer solo leaderboard bugged?
Define bugged.
Well, I know I'm done to fight a certain way, and evidently nobody on my server knows about it. And in like 5 or 6 fights, I've already got like 30 million points. And everybody has been playing for the past 8 hours and only up to like maybe 5, 6 million points.
it all depends on if you have Leslie.
I'm using Leslie. I'm doing it the damage way.
I'm just assuming they haven't watched my video and they didn't. Well, I kind of like don't want to say things because what if people on your server are listening and you lose that spot?
Right. Well, I'm not worried about it. Because, I mean, you've already made a video. You made the video. It's on DJ's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's out there. Your video is on our server. So they have access to watch everything. I can't help if they don't pay attention.
All right, Uriah with the tough question says, would you ever be interested in going back into a relationship with Scopely? Under very specific conditions, yes. But demands would have to be met.
Money would have to be changed hands.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too. Can we make that happen?
Houses would have to be bought.
Can we make... Okay, yeah. No, I'll say this. I love y'all. I really do. If Scopely buys me a house, full shield status. Yeah, like you're getting nothing but Scopely is the rays of sunshine themselves growing the crops that feed your children, Rev Deuce. Y'all don't understand the level of shield that'll happen if they buy me a house. But that's never happened, and they've never paid me a dime. So it seems very doubtful. So I think y'all are safe. But yeah, I would do. It would be nothing but rainbows and gun drops. Like, y'all would message me like, hey, isn't this refinery payout terrible? I'd be like, nope, it's amazing. You can get a full enterprise maxed out in only 2 years. It's so worth it.
Oh, speaking of refinery, when are they going to bring back the big refinery thing?
The bonus?
Yeah.
They never run the bonus during the arc. So look during the next break.
Or when they break something.
Or when they break
We had one
something.
last break though.
Okay, I'm not saying it's
So
a science.
expect it to
They
be
do
done.
skip all the time, but that's generally how they've gone
I know,
about it.
but
Yeah, but
Need to get my mining on.
Shinjo, I love you.
told me that earlier.
You know
YouTube
what's
channel, on a YouTube video, but I don't think you realized it was me.
Oh, okay. Dare
what's
says
really funny about the
a house
refinery?
built out of early max hectares. Okay, I'll put it this way: the type of house I'm trying to buy, one max hectare is more expensive. So depending on how you're going to get the hectare and how much you're spending, but yeah, you can easily put down 6 digits on a level 50 epic ship. Easy. I'll tell you this. My house will cost less than having yourself named after a system in Star Trek Fleet Command. No one shall knows what that is. He knows all about that. Do 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 do. It got oddly quiet now. No one's like, I don't want to be associated with you and your words. Stop saying my name.
No, I just think it's funny, especially with the refinery, because because I messaged them the other day and I said to him, hey, in the last week I've received, very little in uncommon crystal.
Uh-huh.
And the guy come back to me and he said, well, you got 7 this morning. I'm like, okay, in the last week I've only got 7. You don't think there's something wrong there? But since I did that, I've been getting some pretty decent pulls. So
That RNG though.
I wonder, do they change the pull randomness, I guess? Like, I've noticed, like, if I pull 2 and it's bad, and if I pull 1, it's really good. And when I stop pulling 1, when it gets bad and I pull 2 or 3, it's really good.
So they don't manipulate the refinery at that level, but they do alter the rates as a whole up and down.
Right, I mean, could they, say, okay, 2 pulls are going to be lower this week, but 1 pulls are going to be higher?
Generally
generated.
Yeah, that's all RNG. When they make adjustments to the refinery, they're making adjustments
formula.
to the numbers as a whole. They're not doing for specific situations.
They don't care on that level.
Karina says, shout out from New Orleans. Shout out, baby. Love your videos. Not sure what server I'm on or how to tell. Hit me up on Discord. I'll show you how. I'll show you how to do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. No one show. You got to give me the update, by the way.
On what?
what we were talking about.
I just did my Ferengi poll, and I
The
got
person
I
who
got
bought
one.
the system, or what are you talking
No,
about?
what me and you were talking about.
Wait. What were we talking about?
He,
I don't
he
wanna-
done forgot it.
I don't want to put
Your
your stuff
operation.
on blast, but
Just PM me. I don't even know what you're talking about, actually.
oh gosh.
Been busy. My mind's been everywhere.
Tommy says, will Scopely bring Takuvma into the game as a crew member or an avatar? That would require another discovery arc, and maybe. I do think Takuvma is gets some unnecessary hate. So many people hated just because the Klingons look different. I actually didn't mind the storyline of that part of Discovery. So I would like that, Tommy.
Klingons have
I
never
want
looked
Klingon, I
at
want Romulan. I want to bring a fourth faction, the Cardassians.
Yes. And the Cardassians have been hinted at in this game.
I would love more factions, more ships at G3 levels, and give us another path to go up.
Yes,
And more
I
currency.
100% agree. Shut up.
Currency is currency. We're screwed either way. We're going to see currency.
Hey Rev, I got a question for you. I'm not going to be at the town hall next Sunday. I'm going to be in an airplane.
Well,
So-
sounds like you got your priorities mixed up.
Flying
Well, at work, they frown on flying the airplane and talking to Rev Deuce at the thing.
Yeah.
So-
Well, you could
Yeah,
play, you
get
play
that
Red Deuce
$8 a
over
minute
the
Wi-Fi. Was it like
Unless
$8
you have
a gig
Actually,
Wi-Fi?
unless you have T-Mobile.
Or
don't pay
you
for
fly
it.
on my airline because it's free for everybody. You
Just
can
use a
even
Tesla autopilot.
Rev Deuce, which is what I'll be doing tomorrow.
There you go.
So you are big on build the G2 ships, scrap them, get
G3.
G3s.
Well, no, G22. Envoys and Talas, scrap them.
I never did that. I only did the base G3s.
That's because you live off Scopely welfare.
Huh? I can't live off my freaking wallet at this point.
Yeah.
So my question is, right? I can literally build, I don't know, 75 or 80 envoys. I've got 10,000 battleship parts thanks to my board grind. What about the ship XP? Like I build them. When there's an event, I dump the ship XP into them.
Auto
it's a real
grind
smart-
in augment space? Auto grind them in
If you can.
augment space.
Sometimes
Are
it
they
doesn't work so
strong
well.
enough? Are they
In the-
strong enough? 'Cause it's
In the
little.
in the very first system, yes.
Okay.
But you just gotta grind them up.
I'm all about the auto grind. I haven't done a single active grind of hostile loot, and I'm number 3 on the leaderboard just by sticking my ships out there to auto kill ROMs.
Very nice. Very nice. Tomb says I
Don't
can't
tell me.
afford to stop scrapping my Stella to scrap anything else. Don't focus on the Stella like that, man. Calm down on the Stella.
No,
It
no,
ain't,
put the Stella on the back burner.
yeah, it ain't helping you that much.
I really haven't done much with the Stella. Only good thing about the Stella research is going to be the shield and the hull, rogue
Oh,
stuff.
and the warp speed.
Yeah. No, there's nothing really exciting about it. It's like one of those ones you can put on the back burner and be like, okay, I'll do this after, I'll do this later. I've done that plenty, trust me.
There's some
Colonel
G4 cost
Fusion.
reduction, too.
Yeah, I'm
Or
not there
cost
yet to
reduction.
worry about it. Colonel Fusion says, can you look at this Franklin warp coil pack and see if it is worth getting? So the warp coil pack is just giving you the coils up front. You get if you go through the missions, it gives you those coils for free.
And it's
So-
based on ops level when you can upgrade it.
Correct.
God,
So-
I forgot about that for a minute.
Is it worth $50? No. If you've already
No.
got a Franklin, just progress through the missions and get the warp cores at your leisure.
Unless you're impatient.
Which this game loves it if you're impatient. They love
It
impatient
preys
people.
on your impatientness.
It preys on them?
It preys.
Let
It's
us
crazy
pray. Shout out to Andrew who just donated to helping me get a house because I don't want to live in a place with water on my toes. It really sucks. I'm not
Like vessels.
Aquaman. So thank you so much, Andrew, for that wonderful kindness. You are amazing. Holy crap. I don't know how to use the copy paste button.
I'm sorry, you're not Ronan Dax.
What?
Ronan Dax, he's the actor that played Aquaman. Stargate name.
Jason Momoa
Oh.
was his
Why don't you
character
just
in
say
Atlantis.
Jason Momoa like a normal human being?
I forgot his real name, so I went on
Gosh,
the
why you
other
gotta be
one.
so confusing?
Because
like
that's test your ability.
Lisa Bonet's husband.
Who?
Isn't he married to Lisa Bonet?
I don't know who that is.
Actress.
I level up my Elia today,
Congratulations.
a tier 3.
You mean you leveled up your Ekaterina West?
I don't even want to say the name. I don't.
Ekaterina West! That was her original name. She's actually Ekaterina West, and they robbed her and they
Section
brainwashed
31.
her, and now she's in mines, but she's actually a Section 31 officer. Go watch my video from like the beginning of last year.
I think I covered that too. I don't remember.
Yeah, well,
It's been so long, dude.
that was a long time ago. Let's see. Professor Data says, "Hey Rev, I'm level 28 with a tier 3 Saladin. What tier should I take it before upgrading ops? 9. Max that puppy out. Max it out, and then what you do is you go swinging that pizza cutter into any ship you can find. Let them know that you're the boss, because it's the best
See, even at
ship you
Ops
can have.
44, I won't even scrap it.
It's an amazing. And
I
have
will
I seen
never
the
scrap
Snyder
that
cut?
ship.
Yes, and I will say right now, even though the Snyder cut
was-
is not canon, if they would have released the Snyder cut at 4 hours originally, DC Universe would not suck. It would have, a lot of movies wouldn't have got canceled. The Snyder cut was so much better than the Josh Whedon cut. So much better.
Dude, I'm mining G2 at 105 ISO.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah. 55k for a G1. I haven't looked at a G3 yet.
That's ludicrous speeds.
It's plaid.
They've gone to plaid. Spaceballs references only here on this channel.
Well, then again, Elon Musk did the plaid thing too, though.
Screw that
On
dude.
Tesla. Screw Elon. He's like the best of our, yeah. He's a
Aren't
genius
they
of our
making a
generation.
Spaceballs too?
Are they?
It's
Mel
Brainwashed.
Brooks is like
No.
400 years old.
Hoopla, hoopla.
They've talked about it off and on several times, but I believe there's an issue with Rick Moranis not coming back for it because he's been
I think
retired
he-
for years.
I think he signed
I-
off on coming back for it.
Wait, hold on. Remind me who Rick Moranis was?
Lord
Dark
Helmet.
Helmet.
Dark Helmet and
Yeah. Didn't he retire from
was in,
acting like in the 90s?
Yeah, his wife
Yes.
died, so he retired
wife
and took care of the kid.
Ah.
He's a real man.
I'm really annoyed right now.
You're always
So the game
annoyed.
The game I've been telling you about that I've been spending a lot of time on, they released a patch a few days ago and they broke the game, and I'm still waiting for them to update it so I can play it again. I'm really addicted to it.
So
Well, you
no one
downloaded
shall
it,
is leaving Star Trek Fleet Command.
Yep,
Hell
you
no.
heard it here first. Heard it here first.
Oh yeah, no, that ain't happening. I've been playing a lot of sim kind of games, simulation.
He's been playing Girls Gone Wild.
There's a
All
game
right,
for
now
that.
you're showing your age because that's not a thing.
It's still around. It's just a website now, I think.
I don't. That's like the publication that Hugh Hefner should have or used to have.
Mhm.
Those things don't exist no more.
I think at 3 o'clock in the morning, you still see a commercial for him.
Really? Then again, I don't watch TV anymore.
Truckers are the only one keeping alive buying magazines. Let's see. We'll get a few more questions in, everybody, before we start wrapping up tonight's stream. It's been a great stream. It's been an amazing stream. It's been so good. I'm going to take my socks off, and the first person to comment saying they want them, you get the socks.
I already got
Not
his
it.
hat, so it's just as bad.
I think you should just send him to no one shall just to be. Just be on the
Well,
safe
hey,
side.
he
Sorry,
was the first one to comment.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
already got a Revduce paraphernalia.
And I have no one shall's address, so I can send him socks. If anybody,
Send him to Craig.
the first person to donate $100, I will send no one shall a whole box of dirty socks, and
No.
he will open them on his stream.
Nope. Nope.
And he has to
Do
put
some
him right up
socks.
against his mouth.
Hell no.
Rebecca said check PayPal.
Rebecca, don't be evil.
No one shall's got to snip each one. Say left.
Oh,
foot,
God.
right
Yeah,
foot.
no, I'm not getting paid for this, so it's not gonna happen.
It's
You
happening.
might if you do it.
Rebecca just made it happen. So
Well, I will put a block on
there
anything
gonna
coming
be
in
a-
from your address.
nope.
Is there going to be an unboxing
I'm
video?
gonna
with
send
left
it.
socks?
Don't worry. I know how to fool no one shall. It ain't hard. So this is happening. Shout out Rebecca. You're amazing. Shout out no one shall.
Nope.
It's
A
happening.
box of used condoms then.
Well, if they're coming from your place and they're not used, so we'll Oh man, Tomb World says you can't send hazardous materials through the mail. That's
Exactly
mean. That's mean. Factual, but mean. Oh man, that was a good laugh. Thank you. Cheers to Rebecca. Thank you for supporting the channel. Greatly appreciated. Tommy says, any great information on the coroner?
Because the happy first spot to be the captain.
Tell me what happened. I haven't seen that kind of donation in a while.
Sure, I guess.
Well, that's because Tommy wanted to come to somebody who knew what.
Shout out Doug. Doug just made a donation to the house fund. Doug, your name's going on the wall. Thank you so much.
I'm hearing somebody feed
And make sure we put you down for your amount, and we'll go ahead and add it to the board.
Muted. Thank you. I was like, what in the world? I heard myself, and I'm like, man, I'm a narcissist, but I don't want to hear myself right now. Okay, so Tommy, what specific is your question on the coroner? I'm assuming you're wanting to get it. Or do you already have it and you're wanting to crew it? Which one is it?
God, I think it's a PETA. Any
No.
G-Force is a PETA to crew.
No, they're not. Not at all. The 4-stars are actually really easy to crew if you know how they work. Coroner is a fantastic ship. Fantastic. I love that freaking ship.
Oh, it's a monster.
Yeah, I love that ship.
I took down half of one though with my Katinga. My Katinga.
The cool thing about the Coronar is, even though it's an energy-based ship, because it's an explorer, you can actually load out something like a TOS Kirk, TOS Uhura Harrison loadout, and just go ham with those first 5 shots. Because it's going to get 5 shots in the first round. So if you get even just a level 1 Harrison at 60%, then a TOS Uhura, let's say at 12%, that's 72% with the damage boost of TOS Kirk, plus the fact that the Coronar is a freaking beast. Shamar Blue! That Coronar can be loaded out so many amazing ways. It is a fantastic explorer. I love that ship. I love it.
Too bad it costs arm and a leg.
That Coronar will smack around in Enterprise A. I'll tell you what it does. It'll smack around Enterprise A.
It doesn't last for the Tribune though.
Well, the Tribune's amazing, but the
Like,
Coronar. If you're talking about
49 blueprints away.
if you're talking about what you want to invest in, the Coronar or the Enterprise A, go Coronar. Go Coronar.
I think it's like Tribune, Coronar.
Well, I would say the Coronar is right there with the Pilum. I love both of them equally for different
the Pilum's
things.
amazing too.
The head tie is super good, but it's just like the D4. You got to focus on what you're doing. But for the Coronar, Tommy, here's what you do. When you get your Coronar, message me personally, and I will go through your crews with you, because it depends on what percentages you have. For example, having a maxed, Harrison, and I can help you work through the mitigation, how that's going to work for what you're trying to fight. Like if you've got a lot of Pilums on your server, or you've got Tribunes, or you've got Kelvins, and I will help load it out for you, and we'll go to town, bro. We'll kill them all. But that TOS Kirk, TOS Uhura Harrison loadout, that's that nasty first round shot. That's nasty.
I just like TOS Kirk. He's awesome.
But honestly, TOS Kirk, TOS Uhura mixed with any of the Trinity, which is Kang, Kang, Sharvanik, and Marcus, is going to dominate because you're affecting Phase 1 and Phase 2.
Yeah, but that would be a cookie cutter. That's like you have to tailor your attack at that point. Then, like, okay, I'm gonna hit this. Okay,
anything in 4-star, you need to be tailoring your attack anyway.
This is why I wish we had quick crew loadouts.
Oh, I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Sometimes I forget half the crews I use because I'm going through like many of them.
This is why the officer tool we created is so important. And we're currently working on an extension to the officer tool where you can load out multiple docks at one time with the officers that you have set into the tool. Be very handy.
As long as you're on a computer and have 2 screens.
Well, yeah, it'll be Google Sheets and Excel spreadsheets. I'm excited, y'all. I'm telling you, we've got some really cool things cooking. I've also got a Battle Pass spreadsheet coming out talking about the awards that have been given the past 2 years. We got a lot of cool things cooking. A lot of cool things cooking.
You see Fartasia's ship calculator yet?
Ship calculator got updated. I'm working with Fartasia. I'm going to do a video on that. So, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. And then tomorrow we got the event store video. Ooh, it's going to be fun. Sophia says, will there be a 4th arc to the TOS? No. We're already in the event store.
I don't know. This arc has left a sour taste in my mouth. I like the idea of skins. I don't like the way of getting them. So
yeah, I hate the auction.
I'm gonna be making a video on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about this arc.
I'm a mix, man. I love the things that they added. I hate how they added them.
My biggest issue is the ticket advance from last arc. It paid handsomely for resources.
Yeah.
Compared to now, it just doesn't
less.
equal the same. It just doesn't. And that gets under my skin. They should have left a good formula alone.
Yeah, I had a big argument. I wouldn't say argument. A nice discussion with one of the ops guys about that. And, you know, their argument is because you're getting such rare options, the value gets devalued. I don't agree with that
exactly
logic.
What old man said on Discord.
Yeah, well, that's not who I was talking to, but
yeah, I'm not happy with this.
Same idea. I don't agree with that at all. And I'm going to continue to fight against that for the next event store that's coming around in a couple months. So don't worry, we're fighting for you. No one shouts angry. Even DJ was frustrated. You know,
I just want the ticket events back to what they were.
And they will come back to what they were next go around when there's not an event store. So,
which I don't think those two should be intermingled, period.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like, I was swimming in resources from the ticketed events. And when they had the event store there, my resources are dwindling quick. Like, I blew, I think, 15 billion steel, 3 billion trit, and like another billion dill just doing the stupid auction. Like, it was nuts. And I still don't even have a skin.
I am going to watch mine tomorrow. If I can get 5th place, I'll get a skin.
Dude, I'm 4
away?
Stands away. Yeah, just 4.
See, I'm jealous of
Enterprise.
Sophia said, why did Scopely take away buying Latinum from the event store? I'll be honest, Sophia, you shouldn't have been buying Latinum from the event store anyway.
No, you should always focus on resources, uncommons, officers, and if certain ships that you need. Like for me,
check out Rev Deuce's video tomorrow.
I got my Devore leveled up through the event store. I got my Discovery leveled up through the event store. But I went over the event store as well, and the Devore is like the choice you would ever make. Get that thing up there, free Latinum.
All right. Why is my ship not dead yet? How much rep have we ground just sitting here chatting before we wrap up the stream? Let me go look. We have done about 300,000 since we've just been sitting here. It's not a bad little grind. I'm going to get to 5 million tonight, though. I'm going to get to 5 million. Rebecca says, can you recommend for the next event, look at Divorce Chest? Do you mean the Devore?
I think Devore.
Look at the Divorce Chest.
I haven't got a Divorce chest yet.
That if you only get 60 prints, you can get more than one at a time option. Sliders, yes, for the love of God. Sliders. SoCal, congratulations on winning the full unlock for the Enterprise skin. Congratulations. That's awesome. Dare says I've played. Dare says I played for 45 days now. I could get 45 Franklin parts, and I'm still sitting at Ops 19. The Swarm dailies and Swarm Sundays are cruel. Should I throw $20 at a Franklin special or wait for the next event? Up to you.
Event store's gonna be in 3 months, so
yeah, the next event store is gonna be like 3 months away. So
yeah, so I would say just throw the 20 at it.
Yeah, if you want the Franklin now, throw the $20.
The Franklin is a worthwhile one.
And it's a ship that'll last you for a long time.
And it helps you with getting Khan and whatever Marla, whatever her name is, whatever the other one is. Not Marla.
Gianna says, what is phase 1 and phase 2? Okay, so what I'm doing is to make explaining battle logs easier. We're no longer going to be using terms like mitigation, shield mitigation, hull damage, etc. We're going to be using phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 is mitigation, phase 2 is shields, phase 3 is hull. And we're going to use these terms to better explain how the battle logs work because it's just so confusing for a lot of people. So when I talk about an officer affecting phase 1, you'll know what that means. And it's just going to be simple. And here's how you can see it. See how this H-class freighter shot me? Simple. Phase 1's right there. Phase 2's right there. Phase 3's right there. And we'll start breaking it down to make this game easier to understand because they overcomplicated the hell out of it for no reason.
I wish I could have broken down better.
That's what Rev Deuce is for.
No, I wish
break
it
it
was more
down, dog.
to view it.
Karina says, I got half my discovery parts in the event store, but I don't see the other half in the pay store. Do I have to wait 3 months? So the packs come up all over the time. They're all over the place with how they do their show ups. So you don't necessarily have to wait 3 more months. You do have to wait 3 more months if you want to get it for free. If you want to get it through the pay store, then yeah, that pack will come whenever they decide to offer it to you. There's no rhyme or reason.
Now.
It should be because the event is open.
Yeah,
so right now, the anomalous event. Let me see if I've got it though. Now, granted, I've got it.
Yeah. Didn't it just go away like 2 days ago?
Okay, so here's the use discovery summoning. Oh, this is just to get the summoning. Okay.
Yeah, that's always there.
Yeah, I was looking for my actual USS Discovery pack. I don't have a USS Discovery pack out. Buoy, buoy, fooey, yamatui. Words. All right, y'all. Here's the thing. If you haven't already, check out the Twitch channel. We went live 3 times on Twitch last week. We're getting real more consistent with that during the day, especially for our European and APAC players. We'll also be streaming more here on YouTube. Sunday nights a definite, Monday nights a maybe. And you got to come by and stop by and check us out. Make sure you check out that dude No One Shall, because if you don't, he'll cry and I have to listen to it. So check out No One Shall. And yeah, y'all are awesome. Thank you for all the support. We are working slowly to making this game better, and we can only do that if you continue to help. So make sure you follow the channel. Get everybody that you know to follow the channel. Even people who don't like Star Trek must follow the channel. If you have kids, tell them, follow this dude. Doesn't matter if you don't like Star Trek, follow it. Kavanaugh, sarcophagus parts will be here when the next Cosmic Cleanup rolls around. Look for After the Arc, Cosmic Cleanup, which it should start normally after the Arc. Cosmic Cleanup, you can get 4 parts a run. Y'all are amazing. I love you. I'll make love to you. You're sweet. I'm sexy. We go together. Peanut butter jelly. Live long, prosper. See you next time. None of that made sense.
Jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter.
Remember.
Join the Discord.
Doesn't go on the Enterprise.
Don't do it, Strap.
Live long and prosper. All the best.
An even better outro than the intro for the Empire and glory to your house.